Hello everyone and welcome to the Kingdom Hearts 2 and 2.5 HD remix. How to build the Gummi ship for getting the S rank missions. Regardless of what difficulty you play on and whether you play the PS2, PS3 or PS4 version, the way you go about it should be the same the whole way across. The only thing I will recommend is that if you're going to start on proud mode or critical to try and only have to do 1 or 2 playthroughs, maximum 3, I'd suggest if you're going to try and do the missions on proud or critical as well, that you grind 5G weapons for the Gummi ship. The reason for that is, and I'll explain why that is. What I found with Kingdom Hearts 3 when I used this method was that by using the smaller weapons, although they're not quite as strong, if you can grind enough of them, with your ship level being high enough, you won't have to, it won't matter if you don't use the strongest weapons, because the speed at which they fire will destroy them anyway. And so that's the best way to do it. So let's start this up. Basically what you want to do, you don't need unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, you don't need the cockpit. You can just build the entire ship out of shapes and it won't matter. It literally doesn't matter one iota. You could build it out of literally anything. For this one, let's use squares, but I'll do it differently to the way others might have done it. Just because it's easier for me. Right, oh no, I need to zoom in. Oops. What you want to do is zoom in so that you're at the very back. What you want to do is just go around like this. Unlike others though, because some others have put armor blocks around it. The way that I do it, especially if anyone saw my Kingdom Hearts 3 S rank, is that I won't actually do that, and there's a reason for that. It takes up too many bases for cost-wise for the bullets and the weapons. So actually, all I'll do is I'll put a square like that. I'll go to the weapon gummies, and this is what I mean. Like, I've got 5 of these. The best way to do it, because this one it takes too long to fire, what I would probably end up doing is this. 5 of those. One of those. Can't place another one of those. Leave it exactly like that. Where I did this earlier, I already unlocked that. So technically what I could do if I wanted to just add extra defensive weapons is switch out one of those and then place no, not that one, sorry about this, that one. But I haven't got enough points for it. 100, 500. Yeah, I'm a bit too short, so I need to get rid of 2 of them. So it's not really worth it. If I was going to do that, actually, what I could do, I don't know if I've got enough for this one. I don't know, I haven't. Just do it the other way I was going to do it. And then what you can do is save it like that. Because the other thing is, when you, what I would suggest for anyone playing on proud mode is just try and get through it and get as high a score as possible on proud or critical. And then, when you've got further through the game and unlocked more Gummi ship cost, so it's higher, then you can come back and just alter this thing and just add weapons to every side of it and the top and bottom. Then, literally, if you use all the smaller weapons, it will just become completely OP. And providing you're good at dodging, as long as you avoid the explosions, you won't take any damage. Like, this is what I mean by this. The other thing is, if you can build the this level up, shooting all the rocks, you can basically get to level 30, and then you get Berserk mode, which basically destroys near enough any ship, which is the best way to do this. But like I said, just when it's your first run through it, just try and make it to the end, and just make sure that you're able to get fire G drops. Of course, some people might beg to differ and say that the stronger weapons would make it easier, but when you're trying to build the grade up after you've got to clear it once, then clear it again, and then try and get the grade for the secret items. But that's why this gun is, these guns are so useful, because once you've leveled enough of them, you could also, if you wanted, and I did this in number 3, you can point the weapon sideways. So actually, as you spin round, any of the ones that would normally catch you, if they're flying to the side, will instantly get destroyed. Which is always good for keeping your score high and not losing your chain, which is what you want to do. That's how you get a higher rank, higher medal listing. That's basically what you want to do to get the S rank. You need to get the medal level to 30, and there's like gold enemies that you can destroy to try and get a better item. But I messed it up there because I took a little bit of damage, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm still level 21, so I got caught by an explosion there. That was why I lost health. If you've noticed, the bullets just bounce through. There is a way of adding boosters to the ship, but the downside to that is that if you add boosters, although you'll go through the level quicker, you won't have as much time to defeat the enemy. So therefore, you could unintentionally end up not getting the S rank because you can't score enough points before you make it to the end. So I really wouldn't recommend using booster unless you really need to. But yeah, that's how you get the S rank for that. And if you've noticed, I'm missing 2 of them. So it's I'm assuming it's one at the start and one at the end. But that's how you get the S rank for that one. That was only on normal difficulty, but technically this should work regardless of the difficulty. The only thing you need to change is remembering to dodge more. The other thing that might be of usefulness to people is to make sure that when you go into the world, they say proceed, and you've noticed I haven't done the second mission yet. When you go to the start menu, after you pick the mission that you want to do, what you want to do is, it gives you 2 options. You've got full auto and semi-auto. If you set it to full auto, you can just hold the X button down, and it will just basically allow you to just hold your finger down on the X button and just do a ton of damage. Which for this one might be a little bit easier. Depends if I can kill the enemy before they explode and kill me. Might be a little bit more difficult, we'll see. Some of these ones might not be clearable the first time, it might take you a couple of attempts. You just have to learn where to dodge. Apart from that, it's quite easy. The main thing is just trying to keep that medal count high so that you can try and get Berserk. Berserk is what happens when you hit medal level 30. And what will happen is the screen will change, so you'll know that you're in Berserk. Because you'll be obliterating everything in sight. Oops. This is the reason this is the hard one to try and pass. That's why I say some of them maybe come back once you've got a higher medal level. Because otherwise that will happen. Let me see if I can try this again. Otherwise I have to get the S rank on the other one for now and come back to this once I've done it. But because I'm playing through both of them on the PS4, I decided I'd just use the PS2 save that I had. Because it's essentially going to be the same in the PS4 version. As long as your points are still going up, you're hitting everything, so don't worry too much about staying right in the... Oh, and try and grab the armor upgrade, because that will, the armor score will also go towards the middle. There we go. There we go, we got one of them. Oh. And I messed it up. Oh, oh, no. I don't know if we're gonna manage it. Oh, we did, that was lucky. This one might be a bit of a pain to try and complete on proud mode the first time. But like I said, it is doable. You just need to make sure that you've got enough guns to hit it and do a decent amount of damage. I'm just a bit rusty because I haven't played it in a while. There we go, we're up to level 12. We've got to try and avoid those explosions. Let it happen again. But yeah, so that you guys can see what the drops are.
Let's go.
I want to try and pass this so you guys can see the drops. But yeah, the reason why, essentially, what you're going to be able to do when you've got enough guns is you will be able... There's a useful trick that I found in free that you're able to replicate. You can essentially, if you wanted, stack the guns on top of each other or underneath each other. And by the time you've got that many weapons, it won't matter really about getting hit, because you're going to have so many weapons that you won't have to worry about getting hit. That's the magic of this, that's the magic of me learning how to just, stack the guns on top of one another in Kingdom Hearts 3. I tried it with this, still works. Kingdom Hearts 1 requires a little bit of difference for the missions for that. However, there is a tutorial coming for that in the next couple of weeks. I can't give you a time frame because I don't know how long it will take me to get back to the game. And the one for number 1 is a little bit more of a pain. There we go. And we've nearly enough got full health again. That's basically what I wanted. There we go, and we got the E grade. Because the second one, the second mission basically determines how many enemies you kill. That's basically what it's determined on. That's how it figures out what grade you're going to get for the ending. Oh, this one I might die again here. We'll see, we'll see. Might be a step too far for me to try and do this one at the moment. Oh. Ah, yeah, it will be. But yeah, that's basically what you need to do. The good thing is, once you've got the ship up to like 800, higher than that, what you could essentially do, you've got enough pieces, is place two, if you place the laser ones at the bottom, you could essentially just have them attack the other ones. Or even if you wanted, like, could essentially also put one of those free ones on there. Maybe get rid of one of the ones. It's honestly up to player thing. Like I said, I only use the smaller ones because it's easier, but actually adding the 3 is helpful on later levels. But like I said, the best thing to do is concentrate on the ones that you can S rank start if you're playing on Proud or Critical. And then for the rest, come back to them once you've got the ship cost upgrades. Because it generally just makes it a hell of a lot easier. Like I said, even that one, I've only got 10% of the treasures on it. I don't think I can... We'll see if we can do it. And that was even with 281 destroyed, so that tells you what. There are, some people recommend putting shields around it, but I honestly...
Let's go!
If you've got enough weapons, there's not really any need to put shields around it, honestly. There we go. There we go, we got it. Got a nice start. Hey, there we go. Oh, we took a little hit there, but we're still on level 6, that's not too bad. That was always guaranteed that I probably would end up losing it slightly there. That's the other reason why I suggested if you've got enough, then putting them on the bottom as well. It stops me missing so many of the ones here. As long as the points are still going up there, you know you're hitting it. You just might not actually be able to have enough firepower to destroy it. Because usually what people do is they put one on every corner and then one up the top and one up the bottom. As you just saw there. That was a ridiculous amount of damage that I outputted, leaving it stacked to where it is. Up to level 12. There we go, up to level 13. Oh. Right, we're on half health, that's fine. Just have to keep an eye on it. Go, level 14. Ah, we were up to level 15 and then I messed it up there when I dropped it. Hey, there we go, we got the earring. That's why you kind of need to dodge a bit more, and I'm a bit lazy in trying to actually learn to dodge. There we go. Right, we got to level 12 again. I don't know if I unlocked anything new there.
Piece of cake.
Oh, we got a Thunder G. Okay. Right, let's go back to the Gummi menu. See what that got me. The reason why there are squares used as well, for anyone interested, is that they're one of the lowest costed health items. What you could do actually, switch it to edit. This is what I would normally do. There's 2 there. 2 at the bottom. You could, essentially, if you wanted, move that one. There's 2 there. 2 at the bottom. Leave the solitary one in the corner. And because we've got a little bit of points left. Yeah. Or you could put one of those. You haven't got enough. You could technically put a heavy one there, but I'll go for that one. Okay. Hang on, so that I can show you guys. This is what I meant. You can, essentially, once you've got enough, you turn it round and tilt them and place them on that way if you wanted. Whether it actually does anything, I've never tried. I know I did it on 3, and I had them pointing off in all different angles. As far as I remember, the only thing that's important that I found out through trial and error was making sure that they're not basically aiming towards one another. If you end up stacking them on top of each other and having rotated them the wrong way around, you will have it so the it's basically not doing anything. You can't take any damage as far as I remember from it. But you will end up not being able to fire with it, essentially. Let me see if I can S-rank the other 2. If I can S-rank the other 2,
Bring it on.
Then I should be able to S-rank the other one, or at least A-rank it for now. Oh. There you go, we're up to level 3. Oh. Flew into it again. There we go, level 2 start. Good start, we can take that. The other reason I suggested waiting till later on before you try and S-rank these, if you're playing at a higher difficulty, is you'll have more items you can basically use. You'd be able to have items that pull in the objects that the enemies drop from further away. Makes it a little bit easier in terms of making sure that you've got a shield back up in case you end up getting accidentally hit by a rogue explosion. There we go. Level 15. To level 18. There we go. We're up to level 19. Nearly up to level 20. There we go. There we go, and we should closely hit, we might hit level 30, I'm not sure. Depends how damage I can do to this thing. And how much damage it does to me. Ooh. Oh, keep dodging, keep dodging, keep dodging. There we go. That's what's tricky about this one, because the explosions. you don't see where they're gonna land. It's a bit annoying. 21. I think that was the end. You kind of need a higher start. But I got B again. There you go, I need it for the rotor. Go back to the other one and see if we can do the other one. Even if I only managed to up that to a B, it's still an improvement because it could get me an extra cannon. All the cannons!
This sure is exciting.
Oh. Right, let's go. That medal score high. So really it's all about the enemies for this one. The higher that medal score, the closer I can get to going into the berserk mode. Of course, the easier it is to clear the level. Like I said, if you've got higher weapons, then it makes it a tad easier because you haven't got to worry so much. You can destroy them a lot quicker. It's generally a lot less hectic. The fear of death isn't quite so hard. As far as I know, you can't destroy the little ones. You have to destroy the one in the middle, and then... If you guys noticed, I can basically just stay in the middle of that and just hit it. And the bullets will basically bounce through. Unfortunately though, I'm not strong enough at this level to defeat him. There we go. Oh. There we go. Level 18. There we go, level 19. Oh, level 20. I could just get an armor. Oh, oof. That was lucky. I need all those armor health. Otherwise it's gonna get quite tight in here. Oh, we managed it. I don't know how. That was quite good. There you go, I got it up to a C. Now we can see what the C drops are. There we go, we unlocked mission 3. And we got a new grade up, which got us another Blizzara gun. The other items that you get from that are basically, they change the way the ship works, so it might be make it go faster, it gives you a new design. Most of the S ranks are new designs for ships or blueprints. So, let me see if I can do the third one. Because you need to get all the treasures for one of the PS3 and PS4 trophies. From what I remember. Let me see if I can edit this. Yeah, and because I've got these, you unlock these from the missions. So I could increase the recovery thing. And increase the cannon effect. And actually, what I could do if I really wanted to balance it out was turn it round. Get rid of that one in the corner. I need to turn it around. The angles with this always mess me up. Get rid of that one. Then got another one of those at the top. Oh, 108, 108, 595. Oh damn, I haven't gone up. Good point. Right, so if I change good to edit. Sorry. Get rid of that one. And put one of those in the corner. Can't do it. 41. And if I stack that one there. Save it again. You can label it whatever. I just didn't label it for this tutorial for the sake of it. Most of these are called donut ships, but my one ends up becoming more of a mass base cannon. It's like the Death Star from Star Wars, if I'm gonna be honest. Right. Use L1 R1. Level 3 missions are high score runs. So let's go. Let's see if we can do this. High score run. Okay. See how much damage does.
Let's go.
Okay, well it's going quite well so far. I mean, if the mass destruction of almost all the enemies at that start point was any indication. And we got another 5G drop, so as long as I can make it to the end. I need to be a bit more careful because I was a bit too dangerous at the start of that. Need to be a little bit more patient. But this is what I meant. Now you guys are starting to see. Now you're starting to see how ridiculously overpowered it can become in places. Like, I'm already up to 14 and I've almost got the majority of my health back again. Oh, still dead. I just had to talk it up when that happened. Always the way. Oh. Couldn't see where I was meant to be shooting because yeah. Let me just turn that down a little bit. There we go. I didn't realise it got quite so loud, so I need to change that in the video. Wait for the enemy to spawn and get the one for the armor. Oh, this might be a bit risky. Gonna have to be really careful. I'll take all the armor ones out first so that I can get the armor drop. Hey! There we go. Stay to the left so that I've avoided the enemy trying to explode me. Oh! I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Whoops. Bad idea. Right, let me see now if I've got enough guns on the front of the ship now to finish the last part of this. If I can S rank the A mission, I should get the rest of the things. Right, let's go. Why? Right, let's see if we can do this. Target aim's a little bit off. I need to try and fix that in the next one. There we go. There we go, up to level. That's the other reason why it's better to have guns on the top of it as well, because then there are those ones when you can't really shoot them without trying to move. You can kind of get them a little bit easier. There we go, C rank, oh E rank. My bad, I read it wrong. Just because I was trying to dodge it and not concentrating on what I was doing. Oh, that was lucky. I think there was an enemy there that dropped a special item, but because I couldn't kill him quick enough, I didn't get it. I don't remember the whole item list, I must admit. There we go. 23. There we go. Throwing it pretty quickly now, I must admit. Don't think I'm gonna hit the 23rd again though. Still gonna be oh, we actually did it. We actually managed it. I can't believe it. There we go, we got the S rank. And that's what that's what the screen does when you're in Berserk mode. But there we go. That's the S rank for that one. So we got the rotor and we got the pattern skin. We missed a couple. There are guides to the item list if you guys need them, and if you want I can put those in the description. Or in the future I'm gonna try and do a 100% treasure run. So if anyone's interested, then probably a good idea to keep a lookout for that, if it's of use to anyone. Okay, so there's that one done. Let me see if I can try the other one once more. Now that we're making progress, progress is good. I don't know why, but in Kingdom Hearts 1, it requires you to use the cockpit. So, yeah. The one for that one will require a little bit more building effort. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to say. While I'm on this. Basically, before you go and start placing the blocks, what you want to do is make sure that the arrow is facing this way. Then make sure it lines up with the edge of the screen there. The best way to do that is probably look at it from that camera view. As long as when you go that way, it goes along like that, you know basically that you're in the right place. Otherwise, what will happen is when you place them, you will be too far out, and when you go into the level, you could end up getting blown to bits, because the game will realise where your hitbox is. But yeah, that's a little bit frustrating. One of those that when you first do it, you'll know you've done it wrong, because the game will punish you for it quite severely by literally just destroying you there and then, particularly on Proud or Critical. Anyway, that was only that while I remembered. And if, oh, that's the other thing, one more thing, let's go back to. If when you go into it, you see that, if you've noticed that's against the wall, what you want to do is, you want to press the L2 button on your controller. I think it's the same for PS3 and PS4. But essentially what that will do is, in this camera mode when you're facing forward, as long as when you place the first block, it's like that, you are fine. If you go into this one, you can also change it so that when it's on the thing, if you make them both solid, you can make sure it's definitely against the back wall. So I'd recommend doing that. If you're having issues, set them both to solid, so it makes it easier. It definitely helped me because of issues with knowing where the item is actually placed. Square grids are the worst thing for me to try and build something on. Reason why I was never good at graphing anything, honestly. Graph paper's another nightmare. But that's a thing for another day. There we go. Boom, all the score. I think we might hit that 200 easily this time. Just a feeling. Just a feeling I've got. I mean, as long as we can avoid this guy and actually destroy him enough to... Oh. Oh, I don't know how I got away with that at the last second. There we go. Try and get another hit in it. There we go. Now we're almost back to full health again. And we're past the 200. Now we're back to these guys. That means I can build the level higher again. If you get to level 30, then of course we're in Berserk mode. Then we'll be laughing. I'm not saying we will be though, because I've got to try and dodge this again yet. There we go, armor. Grab all the armor. I need all those armor points. Keep spinning. Oh, one hit. That's fine. Trying to get those hits. Oh, we didn't destroy it, but it's okay. 349. That should give us maybe a beak. We're lucky. Mission 3 unlocked. We'll see what we got. Oh, we got a C rank. That wasn't too bad. We got the saw, we got the fire. We got the regular fire as well. Which means... Gummi editor again. Go to there. Switch to... press triangle to switch to the decoration gummies. Edit this. Make sure that you're against the one so that you don't remove the wrong block. That's the worst thing in the world when you do that. You really don't want to do that. So that's the grabber drill one. Fires around that scatters wide when it hits a target. That's definitely worth placing at least one of those. Unless you've got tons of these left over. Then, well, it's completely up to the player. Like I said, this is only a tutorial video for how I would do it, because it's the way that I've found easiest. Oh. Oh damn, I didn't mean to do that actually. 4170. Oh, we haven't got enough of that. Okie dokie. There we go. Sure, damages enemies that collide with a gummy block. So, essentially, I'm guessing, now that I've attached that, I never actually used this, so it's going to be a first time. But if this works out the way I think it will. You don't want to attach it to the middle, because of course if you attach it to the middle, then you end up getting hit by the hitbox. Of course, something that you don't want. But, now we'll see what happens. With a giant saw attached to it, like something out of Robot Wars. There we go. Okay, well it did a little bit. We took a little bit of damage, but I think that was more down to my half-assed movement, honestly. There we go, we got the Tempest for destroying that gold one. So the gold ones drop extra items for anyone that never realised. But of course you need to be quick enough to destroy them before they float off the screen. Otherwise you won't be able to do it. And you'll miss out on them till you've got enough ship with either enough firepower or enough speed. Oh. Roll. Oof. I don't know, I got away with that, honestly. I don't know, I got away with that either time, honestly. That was pretty lucky. Ah, it disappeared. That's a shame, because that would have put me up to like 15 if I'd had enough firepower. Oh. At least we're building healthily. Right, up to 13. I have to try and hope that I can... Oh, roll. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I'm still not strong enough yet to do it. But yeah, I hope that helps and gives people some idea of how to get the S ranks. Like I said, I'd recommend definitely for the starting point, just if you're on Proud or Critical, just go through them as best you can with just a regular gun on each corner. Or do it like I did with the 2 guns and just see if you can get through the level and just score a half decent grade. Build up the weapons, then after you've got to the later worlds and gained more cost for the ship, just do it there because it's a lot easier. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video and found it helpful. I'll be back with my Kingdom Hearts one later on about how to do it for the missions there. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Take care, everybody.